Oh, I just took a quick nap, ladies and gentlemen, during the break. I don't know why, because the coldness of the atmosphere outside right now, waiting for the Christmas. Yeah, it is getting around us right now. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Or maybe our air conditioner at the studio is cold. I don't know. I don't know the weather outside, but I hope it is still cold. Not yet for snow. So sad. Okay, so previously, at the previous part of the show, we did the exercise number 2 about filling in the gaps. Okay, so next exercise, I want you guys to do the exercise number 1. Okay, so as a book, they say that we do exercise number 1 first, then later we will fill in the blanks. But I took the reverse on that. I do the exercise number 2 first, then we do the exercise number 1. So they tell us to ignore the gaps because we filled in already, so maybe we don't need to ignore it. So read the text. We read already, and we will choose the correct answers. Okay, so they had 6 sentences, and they have each sentence they have 2 options, and what we're gonna do is to choose out the correct phrase, or I don't know, like the answer choice. Choose circle the correct choice of that sentence that fit the information in the text. So let's do it. Okay, so first we have the earliest daily newspaper was published in 1621 or 1702. So earliest daily newspaper. Okay, so let's read it again, maybe. Okay, so the earliest British newspaper was published in 1621. Okay, so that was British newspaper, not the daily newspaper. Don't be tricked at that. So let's just read. Continue. Had a title Corante or weekly news. News from Italy, Germany, Hungary, Poland, Bohemia, France, and Low Countries. Note the old spelling. It was the single sheet of paper that was sold weekly. Okay, other newspapers soon sprang up, but they were strictly controlled by the government, and the journalists were not free to write what they liked until the 18th century. In 1702. Okay, in 1702, the first daily newspaper was launched. Okay, so that was the exact information, okay? 1702, the first daily newspaper was launched. So, daily newspaper was launched in 1702, not 1621. Okay, that was a British newspaper. 2. In the 17th century, the government or the journalists controlled the newspapers. Okay, so the government or the journalists. Okay, okay, so other newspapers soon sprang up, but they were strictly controlled by the governments. Okay, and the journalists were not free to write what they liked. Okay. So, at first, they were controlled by the government. Okay, so easy to be told. Government. 3. Let's see, 4 out of this. For many years, the ordinary people couldn't afford newspapers because paper cost a lot of money, or the paper or because the government taxed the newspapers. So let's just read and find out. For the next 150 years, successive governments imposed heavy taxes on the newspapers, which made them too costly for ordinary people to buy. Okay, so that is why ordinary people could not buy the newspapers, because the taxes that was made by the government. Okay, so reason is clear. So government again couldn't afford the money, the newspapers, because the government taxed the newspapers. Government taxed the taxed newspapers. Number 4. Number 4. The Daily Mail is an example of quality newspaper or a tabloid newspaper. Okay, so is it a quality newspaper or a tabloid newspaper? Okay, so let's continue the reading. Okay, so we will find out the information about, for easier look, we will find out the information that had the word the Daily Mail, because that is the clue for us. Okay, so keep on reading until we can find the word Daily Mails. Okay, so at the line number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 8 from that. Okay, so we can have, for example, the Daily Telegraph, the Times, the Guardian, and popular tabloid papers that have some news but are largely devoted to gossip and entertainment. For example, the Sun, the Daily Mirror, and the Daily Mail. So the Daily Mail is an example of the tabloid newspapers. Okay, so tabloid. Yeah, good. Okay, good. Woohoo! Still not too much difficulty for nearly Christmas lesson. Yeah. Just wanna lie down because our coldness right now. I'm drunk. I need a drink. This is water. Not yet. Wine. After tonight, maybe some. So it is a tabloid newspaper, folks. Tabloid. Okay, and maybe we'll be right back with the next part of the show. I will finish up the exercise number 1 on page number 51, and then we will move on to the exercise number 3 on page number 51, the last exercise. Okay, that's it.